Oh, what a mess. What a mess. What a mess. What happened to this thing? It was me. I'm getting the wire harness out today. And this, let me show you that loom. Look at that thick loom. The thing is huge compared to the other vehicles. There are just so many more wires running through this vehicle. Power seats, rear CD changer, controls, and mini TV, speakers, more speakers, power everything, power tilt steering, options, CD, nav, whatever else. I already said that. Radio. Just an enormous amount of electronic. Oh, keep yawning. Just woke up and it's all going into the FJ. So let's see what we can do. Alright, while I'm out here, I might as well show some interesting things and stuff that might help some people along the way. I just took off this cowl, so let me show you the steps here. Pop out these panels, then unbolt. This is here. You're gonna want to pull down the weather stripping, pull it down, and then this guy can pull straight out and pop up and diagonally out. See, it says SRS curtain airbag, and here is your curtain airbag. If anyone is wondering, you know, what it looks like, or what if I need to replace it. Looks like it bolts down here, pretty loose, and it goes along all the way up into here, behind the headliner. Now, if you remove this panel here, I assume you can get to the other place that it bolts in, but there it is. Now, for my FJ Cruiser project, do I want an 18-year-old airbag side curtain that doesn't belong in my vehicle? No, so I'm gonna skip it. I'll have to bypass that. Right now what I'm trying to accomplish is to tilt this steering wheel down with no power, no battery, nothing hooked up, no ECU. So I need to get this out, get the odometer or the gauge cluster out and get this dash off. However, it's, you know, power tilt, so I'm thinking if I look under here, if I loosen and take this bolt out, which is, and this one here, if this unit here can slide forward, see it has a little Acme screw in here, and it connects to a motor, the motor being right there. My idea is that this thing will come right down, so let's see if it works. Okay, so I was able to get these out. Very cool little machine parts, and it's ideal to lift up a little to relieve the pressure while you're unscrewing. But then, just as I thought, which is great, I'm able to lower this down without having to turn the Acme screw or the motor. And now I should be able to get this out. Perfection. And now into the gauge cluster. Looks like I got some interesting thumb screws I can take out, perhaps to release the connectors, and I'll need to get out a couple bolts here. And if you're wondering why I'm so haphazard with this, I'm not putting this vehicle back together. Which, if you were changing your gauge cluster, you'd be much more careful, I'm sure. Boink. There's gonna be one more over here. Doink. And I believe I'll just need to do some more cranking on these. Yeah, it's feeling much looser. There's going to be some square or rectangular connectors that are held in and pushed in by these bolts. I believe, yes, behind. See, that's what those thumb screws were attached to. So now I can bring this out. What a beauty. Very nice gauge cluster. That tint on it. And we'll have to see if I can fit this in the FJ or not. Chances are no, but I'll have to make it work. If I were to say one thing, give one tip about removing this dash if you need to do it all in one piece, and this one's totally cracked and gross, so there's no saving it. But if you're in a customer vehicle or your own, and you want to keep it nice as you get it out, you have to just make sure you get every single hidden fastener that there is. And here's one here, right behind. If you take off this housing, right there, that one's probably gonna make a lot of people mad, not knowing and figuring out where that exactly is. Usually there aren't any up here. Occasionally could be something here, but I'm guessing no. Once I get that out, I can pull this and kind of pop this whole dash up. Okay, usually now it's just a game of making sure every little bolt is loose. Here, to pull the weather stripping back to release this edge, of course I had to get this second cowl off, expose the airbag there. This airbag harness or connector I've already released, so the airbag should come with. And I have to do this one-handed, right? Let me see if I can set you up to watch the destruction here. Go around the other side. There you go. It's heavy on that side because of the airbag. Get this baby out. Make sure I'm checking to see if anything else is attached. I just see these. Okay, that was just connected. Oh, and it's connected all the way along here. I'm over on the side. You probably can't see. I'll bring you over. I'm not sure what's up there. But the AM/FM antenna is still attached to the dash, so I'll need to get that out. I can lift this whole thing out. Man, tired. Got that thing out. Look at this beast. You can see right down in. Thick wiring harness. And down here is how it came out. The parts these blue parts hook into those white. See those along the front by the windshield? Look at this airbag thing. Dang, that thing's like a bomb. That big old cylinder is literally shaped like a bomb. Pipe bomb. Crazy airbag. All right. So these are the wires that stick with it. The AM/FM and this airbag harness. It's that same wire. Curves up too. Now, my job is gently unclipping everything and getting this baby out of here so I can put it over into the FJ. There you have it. The whole wiring harness completely removed. All that's left is the AC, blower, steering wheel, steering column. I still gotta remove that guy and bring him over. There are still wires. These ones go up to all this stuff and then down along to the trunk and the other airbags and such things. But cleaned it out pretty good. This airbag module comes out. It's its own little assembly. And then I'll need those, which run over to the seats as well. I'll show you what it looks like. Crazy, crazy, crazy. Tons of wires compared to, let me show you this first. Looking at this, you're like, okay, yeah, it does look a little crazy, but look at the thickness over here. Okay, look at this. Try to remember that now. Ba-boom. Look at that beast. The whole thing right here. Oh man, it's a lot of work to get this thing out. I only hope that the dashboard of the FJ will fit over all this once I get it in. Alright, check out the insanity. This is the 4Runner V8 harness. Interior body harness. This is like under the dash, of course. That's what we're talking about today. And this is the Lexus GX470. Under the dash. Much more going on. The components, this is 2003. This 4Runner was a 2005. So I'm sure there are a couple of improvements along the way. FJ is 2007, so I am going back 4 years in technology, which is kind of a bummer, but going back with the engine too. I would definitely recommend this harness is for the VVTi engine on the V8 4Runner. Now that I'm seeing this side by side, I'm definitely saying I wish I had the 4Runner V8 non-VVTi 2003, 2004 to use the wiring from versus the Lexus. Yeah, sure, the Lexus is going to give me some more features, but it's just so much more complex. So many more possible things to go wrong, and lights to come on the dash and to interrupt, you know, the other functions. So we'll see what happens.